Very first topic that I think is super relevant to time management is figuring out where your time is going now. So I've got some little worksheets and things that I'm going to reference. You've got the handouts. This worksheet that I'm referencing here is just a blank weekly calendar. I've got it tracking from 5 a.m. to 10 p.m. Certainly, you could do all 24 hours of the day. You could do your typical working hours, your typical waking hours. I should clarify that. I would not recommend just working hours. I would recommend your waking hours, because what I find is that there's a lot of wasted time and inefficiency that can come before you get to work and after you get home. And what I really want people to understand is where their time goes. So if you have not done this exercise, a lot of people have done this before. This is not going to come as original thought or something that you've never heard of or some life-changing tip. But sometimes the life-changing piece of it is in actually giving yourself time and space to complete it. And so for me, what I always ask everyone to do when they first start focusing on time management is get a timer out that runs in increments of 30 minutes, 15 minutes, an hour, just depends on what your attention span is. You'll know what you're capable of. Get a timer out. It can be a kitchen timer. It can be a timer on your watch. I wouldn't really recommend that because I think on your watch and your phone, it's easier to lose track of being mindful that you're doing it. The kitchen timer or some form of timer that will buzz or alert you in 30-minute increments, an hour increments at the most, all throughout the course of the day, obviously not while you're sleeping. And what I suggest that people do is that you then map out on your little document what you have done roughly. It doesn't have to be line by item, but roughly what you have done, the buckets of your life that your time was spent in for the course of a week. So what you'll find is that your time probably breaks down into a rough 10 to 15 categories. There's time with kids together with your whole family, maybe time with kids separately, time with spouse if you have those people in your life, time with family, time with friends, and then it comes the real life tasks like work, commuting, showering, prepping in the morning, eating, grocery shopping, random errands that you run around town. For me, health would be a good one. Health and fitness, working out, but you can all dream. All of those things are normal things that the average person has in their schedule. And then in the real estate world or in the business world, I would also suggest breaking it down even further. So do we look at marketing, client follow-up, sales, face-to-face time, business development? All of those things are categories that your time will fall into. And when you start really tracking it in 30-minute increments, what a lot of people find is that there is more lost time and more gray space, white space time in their calendar than they are open.